everybody to our new talk show and our first episode of Quintessential.
Yes, pilot episode, y'all.
Pilot episode of Quintessential here on She Need a Break. So I'll introduce to our guest, our here we have Nita, our host, and me, Kira, our co-host. Sorry. Yeah, and we're so excited to bring to you this new talk show where we're going to be interviewing
something like that.
people. Yeah. Should we?
Momtrepreneurs
this month, which we define as someone who is a mom and an entrepreneur. It's a very special class of people because it takes a lot to be a mom and to be an entrepreneur. That's hard work.
Yes, it does. It do take nerve, girl. It take nerve.
It do. All right. Well, yeah. So like I said, we're going to be introducing some momtrepreneurs on this show this month, and we're so excited to share it with you. With that, Nita, do you want to introduce our guest today?
Yes, I would like to introduce my little cousin. I should call her my baby cousin, but I don't want to embarrass her. Because she is a grown woman now. Rainier, entrepreneur. We're starting with this week. Rami, would you like to?
Yes. So
go ahead and introduce yourself, in which you bow, girl.
Oh wait, hold on. It's lagging. Hold on.
Just power through.
Okay.
We're fine.
All right. So hi everyone. First of all, I just want to say I'm so excited to be a guest on this show. I think that what you guys are doing is great, and I'm so glad that you guys picked me to really speak today. So my name is Rami Gauthier. I am a momtrepreneur. I'm a new mom at that too. So I have a 10-month-old. So a little bit more about me. I'm a licensed esthetician. That's something that, was a big milestone in my life for me, something that really helped get me going with my new career. And I'm a self-love and self-care advocate as well, too. And something else that I feel like I always have to share, and another reason why, I even started what we're going to talk about today is I am a woman of faith. And that is something so important to me, something I grew up on as well, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you for that. Like she has such an incredible faith, and I think that's important. The refrigerator, whatever it may be, you should have something, a focal point, and something to believe in to keep you going, something bigger than yourself. So I love that about you.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Carrie, your host.
Sorry, we're a little laggy today, but we're still figuring out the kinks. We're still figuring out some kinks with this, but we're gonna power right on through it, like Nita said.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly. So, Rami, you said that you're a licensed esthetician. What does that mean? You studied like skincare and stuff? Can you explain what that means for our audience?
Yes. So a licensed esthetician is someone who deals with people's skin, helps treat people's skin, works with a lot of either machines or does facials, like if you go to any spas. So the esthetician program too is like, it really all depends what state that you kind of get licensed in. So for me, I only had to do about 350 hours, which really only took, and it was part-time for me. So it really only took like 5-6 months, and it was really quick and easy.
Wow.
So yeah, we deal with like all the skincare, but also with the esthetician program, you still learn waxing. You can still learn doing lash extensions. There's all types of new things too within the whole like beauty field. With a licensed esthetician though, you can also just really like do microblading. There's like always new things that are coming out. So under
microblading, hold up, rewind. What is a microblade? Because that sounds like something that would hurt, but you'd look really good afterwards. Because I need to.
So microblading, I don't know too much about it, so I can't go into like too much of depth. But I know that it is like it's not like a tattooing machine, but they use a very small, thin blade. And then I'm pretty sure that they just, do hair-like strokes on the skin. They get them fine, and they get them in, they're really, really precise. Those microbladers out there, like, they're really precise with it. So they do like little microblading.
The microbladers.
They do little strokes on your face, and it makes it look like it's tattooed on, like real hair strokes.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, I don't really know too much about it. I just know like kind of what they do. It's
more than I know. I've never heard of that. That's
really
different.
great. It's something great to get into as well. That's a big money maker. Everybody's wanting it now. It's in such high demand. Like, it is something like I feel like, like in the beginning, like it was kind of new. No one was really knowing about it. I know that in the past, like people usually go get tattooed makeup on. But when microblading came out, it's so precise. These girls out here, even men who do it, like they know how to really make it look like real hair strokes so that you literally never have to fill in your eyebrows again.
That's why everybody's eyebrows look so perfect. Like if you notice, if you watch reality shows, everybody's eyebrows look exactly the same. And I'd be in the mirror, before I go to Walmart and stuff with my kids, like pulling on me, trying to I'm trying to look like Real Housewives of Ellsworth, and I'm trying to make it look, on fleek, and I can't do it. That's because I need to go see an esthetician, AKA my cousin. You need to read up on that. You need to, so I can get mine done. I'm trying to get the.
We'll see we'll see if that in the future for me. Definitely thought about it, but it's really like hard. It's tedious work. It's hard work. So girls and men that have mastered that is like, go them, because
that's something. Speaking of mastering, to my next question, when did you decide to start your own business? Like, what was the difference between just, going and joining Avon or Mary Kay? And, tell us a little bit more about your business and your skincare line, and why you got that started and decided to start from scratch.
Okay, so I actually started a skincare brand, and it is called Mama Beauty Co. Now, when I named it Mama Beauty Co., it wasn't necessarily just for moms. It was just something that was so personal to me at the time when I thought about it, that I'm like, I'm a mom, like proud of that. This is like, my life has changed since I became a mom. And that was just something I'm like, you know what, the word mama, like there's so many names out there with like,
we know a thing or two about that, because we just had that same conversation with She Need a Break. Like, we're here for the boys too if they need us, but it's more of it more represents the people that start, it's my state of mind, it's my name, and I identify as a she, so yeah, we definitely understand that. And I think you putting that in your name goes to the heart of where you're coming from, because that was the pivotal moment in your life where you decided to make changes on your own. You know what I mean? So I think the name is awesome, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So when I came out and decided to start with Mama Beauty Co., it really is a all natural skincare brand that focuses on like your everyday self-care routine. So for me, like, I love doing my makeup, I love doing my hair, I love putting on my skincare. And since I'm an esthetician and I'm knowledgeable about, just the ins and outs and the ingredients and just like what skincare really can offer somebody, like I thought, let me mix this like mixed with self-care, and just really have a great time applying your skincare, knowing what goes on your skin. I think you asked a little bit about, and that's why I love all natural products as well too, because I've got my hands on all natural. I've got my hands on medical grade skincare as well. And I've messed around with all types of skincare, all types of skincare, and literally like I just gravitated to the all natural. I think that it's practical. I think it just speaks for itself, I think being cruelty free and, just like a vegan line, or just using natural grade products like the plants, fruits, oils of the earth, like that is
what we're supposed to be using. And that's like, that's the trend anyway, right now. Like that's what people expect and want now. Like no one's trying to put all them chemicals you can't read on the back of the bottle on your face. You know what I mean? Like I read an article and it like talked about the ingredients in your shampoo and everything, and like how it can cause cancer and all this, and They were talking about the names of the stuff, and I was reading these names, and I'm like, oh my God, like that does sound like some cancer causing agents there, you know. Kira, you got any questions, darling?
Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to say your skin looks so good. I'm like, you're selling the products that you sell just by being you. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
She does have gorgeous, yeah.
You did also.
That's what it does shine through, for sure. You
did also ask, and I feel like I was rambling on, but we love it, right? So you did
We're all ramblers here. You're good.
You did also ask about, you know, why wouldn't I just go and sell, you know, another brand? And trust me, I have. I've been there and I've sold other brands. And, you know, I've worked with a company before where I had to sell multiple brands within one store. And, you know, there were sometimes where, you know, there were competitive sales that you had to sell certain brands. So like, you know, just for that. And don't get me wrong. I think that competitive sales, I think that atmosphere is what really driven me to love the beauty industry and get.
Right.
And I was selling skincare, makeup, hair products, like whatever. But a lot of the times I remember just, you know, just being so young and fresh into the industry. And when somebody would say like, okay, so you need to just sell this brand, whatever it is, just sell this brand. Cause that's what we're going to like make our money off.
Right. That's what we're going to push.
You know, you're going to get a free you know, whatever they promote. Yeah,
that type. Yeah. I know the story.
Right. And so I felt like I was just catching myself a lot of time, just like wanting to really genuinely like help a customer, help somebody that was looking for a specific product that I knew that sometimes if I just focused on one, then they wouldn't get the best out of it. So I feel like I was not yelled at, but I feel like I was just like, why are you selling that? Like, you should be selling this. And I'm like, but what this customer needs, like what this person needs, like they need something like over here, like not over here. So I really was genuine about that. I really wanted to see people's needs being met. Like I said, skincare and makeup at that time. So when I decided that, you know, I was going to try to do something like Avon, or, like something like that. But I said, why not start my own? Like I have
everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing that. And it's like, it's a competitive market. So how do you, you know, sell to, you know, somebody's Aunt Sally when she's like, oh yeah, my niece got Mary Kay, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is an original, I feel like this is very original idea. I don't know anybody else. Kira, do you know anybody else who started their own skincare line? Like that's major.
I can't even imagine I can't even begin to imagine the challenges that come with that. Could you tell us about some of the challenges that come with owning a skincare line versus working for someone else?
Okay, so I feel like so first I would say like it was not easy trying to think about selling my own products, just knowing that, you know, I'm held responsible, first of all, for any business, held responsible just for like what's going on people's skin. And, you know, over time, when I was really thinking about starting this, like the challenges were, first of all, starting a business. First of all, your mindset. Because you are just like, where do I start? How do I start? It really took, like I said, I am a faith-based woman. So like, it took a lot of praying. It took a lot of crying. It took a lot of frustration. And, you know, just with that alone, I was like, what do I had to really think and dig deep. I'm like, this isn't just not only for my consumers. This isn't just for them, but I didn't want to think about what trends to follow. I wanted to think about genuinely, how do I feel to be able to being me and what I know and what I stand for to be able to start this. So it took a lot because I felt like I had to get vulnerable a little bit and tell my story of why I started this, and a lot from me. But I will tell you that like anyone looking to start a business, anyone, you know, who, you know, whether you're a mom or not, like there is so much blood, sweat, and tears that go into it. But like, you've got this. If it's truly your dream, if it's truly on your heart, you've absolutely got this. You just definitely got to push through. But yeah, so like, and with selling other brands, it was easy because it was already set up for you. So like, they're like, okay, well, everything is perfect. They're going to love this. Like they already just have everything set up for you. So you're like, okay, yeah, like teach me and I'll know.
Right.
But
Right.
with me personally, I was like, let me think about how I view a skincare regimen. Let me think about how I view skincare. Let me think about what is so important in skincare.
Yeah.
What product, what ingredients, why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to just like think about like, oh, well, this line does this. So
and you break all that down on your site. Yeah.
Yes. Which my site, so right now I am selling my skincare products on Etsy, which Etsy's a great site to shop on if you've never been on there before.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Oh, okay.
It's lagging. We're behind. It is so behind. We're talking at the same time. It's funny because I thought I was talking. But yeah, I was going to ask you to say, what products that you have right now, what you're selling right now, but you was in the spirit and I was feeling it because you was like speaking to my soul just now. I was all into it. I'm like, I know when I play this back, I'm like, my eyes are like glued. It's like watching like evangelical church and stuff, like in the middle of the night, like, and you like catches you and you was in the spirit because you speak from your heart. I love that about you. And I'm so proud of you, but them products, girl, let them know what you're selling.
Yes.
All right. So with my products right now, I definitely thought about it over and over, and I felt comfortable enough to start a little bit smaller. Definitely. So right now I have a cleanser. It's called the Purifying Gel Cleanser. It's a gel-like consistency. It has charcoal in it. Some of the main ingredients is vitamin C, vitamin B5, charcoal, and green tea. And then there's a lot of other great all natural ingredients in there as well.
The point is we can read and pronounce the ingredients on the back of the bottle.
Right. And also, I love
we know what it is.
Right. I love to break it down. It is a cleanser for all skin types as well. So I wanted to make sure that I'm not even gonna lie, like when I thought about skincare, when I thought about the products that I really just wanted to portray in my business, like I wanted it to also feel like it was simple, and you were getting knowledge from it, learning so easily, like not too complicated, but also just feeling like it has an overall like luxury experience too. So I love the Purifying Gel Cleanser. I love it. It's really makes your skin super smooth. It brightens the complexion. It's a very gentle exfoliation and nothing too crazy. So all skin type, even sensitive, I have sensitive, skin type consumers that use my products and they love it as well.
Okay.
And then right now I do have the Refresh Daily Toner. So that toner.
I love me some toner. I love a good toner because I sweat and I get very oily. Like, and for some reason, every time I buy a good toner, it disappears. Either somebody dumps it down the sink, one of my children, or it just like disappears on the shelves of the many, many things that I have up there. I have so much stuff and I cannot wait to try your toner because I don't have anything up there natural. Like I actually, after we had a conversation about the ingredients, I started to look at my skincare stuff and I was like, I don't know what none of this stuff is.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes with skincare,
I was like, none of my shelves is natural except for.
Sometimes with
lagging.
I
didn't know if you were lagging or if you froze in conversation.
I know. We're getting the hang of it. It's all good though, because we're saying some really good stuff on here. So
I'm having fun.
Yeah. Yes. For sure. So with the skincare ingredients, though, sometimes it is in a different language, and that might be the reason why you're like, I don't know what this means. But usually,
no, girl, it's in science. It's an American science, and I don't know what that stuff is. It's not a different language. I buy my stuff from Walmart and Family Dollar, just like the rest of everybody else, and it is in English. And it's just I don't know what it is.
Don't get me wrong. There's some great hair care, skincare, body care products that are sold.
I swear by Noxzema and stuff. Like I grew up poor, you know what I mean? So we had what was that, like the Family Dollar Suave shampoo and everything that will dry your hair out if you don't put a bunch of conditioner in, and I grew up poor, and it's like, but I'm at an age right now where like I would like to afford myself those luxuries to get like the things that are a step up that will be good for my skin, like not a gamble, like I'm rolling the dice, like, oh, I pray I don't break out. You know what I mean? When I use this stuff. And I think we also get into a habit of using things that we grew up with. You know what I mean? Like, so everybody kind of has the same skincare lines. You know what? That's a fun question because we're going to go around the table because Kyra's all quiet over there. Kira, I can't believe I called you Kyra. I haven't called you Kyra in months. I've been staring at your name because my son's name's Kai and I yell at him all day long. And that's the name that's in my head.
That's okay. No
but
worries.
What skincare products do you use? Because you got cheekbones for days. Your skin's always glowing. You have beautiful skin.
Oh, thank you. I use a variety of items. So, gosh, I'm trying to think right now. I wish I knew we were gonna go around the table. I would have brought my little basket and been like, oh, I used some Neutrogena face wash, which I don't know, it works pretty well because I have really acne prone skin. So I still get really bad acne. So I have to use like a pretty good like.
I can't tell.
Oh, really? Thank you.
No, really. I honestly, because you can usually tell when people have like, because I'm like scarred. Like this is foundation and desperation. But I have scars because I had acne and my daughter has it. So like, I feel like you can tell people, but I've never been able to tell. And I've been on plenty of Zoom calls with you, you know, so I've never noticed that. You have beautiful skin. Do you still break out now as an adult, or is it more like a thing when you were a kid and you just kind of get a straight pimple every now and then?
Hormones are always changing too. That is
oh my
thing.
Gosh. Yeah, I get
thing. You never know. And really, like, you know, I feel like though, like there's a lot of pressure in when it comes to the makeup and the beauty world and the skincare world. So don't get me wrong. I feel like there's never a skincare brand that I want to knock down. I only want to add to out there. You want to definitely just add to what's out there for people that, you know, might not be getting something from a one skincare line, you know? And and with that also being said, like people still use the OG stuff, which is the Clinique and all of that. So like, I definitely feel like there is something that's always out there for everybody. But with the skincare world just being so, it's getting a little harsh these days.
It's overwhelming. It's
not only overwhelming, but it's also just like, you got to have perfect skin.
Like to buy a toothpaste and everything. There's too many options. Yeah.
Right. Like you have to look a certain way. Like you have to, you know, you just have to be like perfect. And it's just like not realistic. Like the reason why I wanted to get like my skin, I used to actually suffer from acne, and then I would definitely say over the years, learning skincare, really working with skincare, I started to learn, okay, my skin is needing this is what I need.
When you go through it, you want to learn about those things. Like I didn't care really when I was a kid. I just used Noxzema because like there wasn't options like there is now. But my daughter, she really got it. Like when she got it bad. And she's like complected, you know what I mean? So she has like my skin, so she scars really easily. And that actually caused me to like do some real research about like skin and hair and everything, like, cause she's biracial. So she's half me, you know what I mean? But the tricks that'll work for me won't work for her. Right. And, you know, and I'm like looking at like all three of our frames too, like on the Zoom, like this is like an awesome conversation to have about skincare and self-care, because we all come from different, you know, ethnicities, backgrounds, but we have so much in common. And like, and I think like women need to have that conversation more instead of like them pushing like, you know, you need to be perfect. Like you ever see them commercials where they say like, oh, well, you know, they're okay. Scratch that, rewind. There's a Clearasil, be selfie ready or Zoom ready or something like that. And it sent the wrong message to me, because it's like telling these kids, like, if you have a pimple and you break out, which happens no matter what soap you're using, you know what I mean? When you're going to break out, and it's like saying like, okay, you need to stay off that camera and stay off social media if you have a breakout. Like that's the message that commercial sent to me, you know what I mean? And that's what I love what you're doing, because you're digging deeper than just selling a product. You're selling a lifestyle, and letting everybody know how important it is. Like, take care of yourself for you, not because the way you'll look next to somebody on a Facebook picture, but you know, for your own self. Yeah.
No, that's great. Yeah. yeah, I just had to comment on it just because it is like, you just have to be so flawless and perfect. And don't get me wrong though, I feel like everybody's goal with skincare is, okay, I want to use this product to like feel like it's working and help. And that's definitely, you know, that's great. But I think that, right, like the message sometimes people send is like, you need to be so perfect. But I think that there's nothing wrong with letting somebody, you know, knowledge is power. So letting someone know that, hey, like if you do start, you know, using this one ingredient, or if you do start wearing SPF, this is what can happen for you. And then leave that decision for them to, but let them let them know what's going on. But like, there's definitely no, there's no type of standards that you gotta show up so perfect. No, just,
and that's what makes your market so hard. Like, that's why there's a lot of competitors and people are used to a certain thing. And like, you know, you're selling the dream almost, you know what I mean? And you're going to have people who's going to say this didn't work for me and this and that and this and this. And that takes a lot of bravery. Like, cause listen, I'm a sensitive person. I am so sensitive. Like I don't know if I'd have the nerve to like start something from scratch like that and, you know, cross my fingers and just hope. Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Cause it's like, you know, kind of, you know, I can't really go wrong with what I'm doing. I can't really offend anybody with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like in any way.
Like offend anybody in any type of way. There is a lot of people that are just dealing with things out there, and you know from you guys just being like so open about things and being able to like share. Some people like it, some people won't, but there are like some people like my skincare, some people won't. I mean, that's just the nature of things, you know. And I feel like though, like as long as we keep showing up for those people that we're showing up for, somebody is gonna be like, thank you. Somebody is gonna be like, this work. That's just what is just so, that's just what's so great about it. And it's so hard because I feel like the world really wants to just sometimes knock you down. It wants to tell you you're not good enough. It wants to tell you that, you know, why are you showing up? Like, you know, that's just really the enemy talk. But I definitely like just that you're going to show up for somebody and that's going to be a blessing one day for somebody.
Right. Well, I hate to cut this conversation short, but I know we didn't buy the package for Zoom and we only got a half an hour. So where are we at on time, Miss Kira?
I didn't even, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even been keeping track of time because I've been having so much fun with you ladies. Yeah, we are probably about out of time. Raimi, can you tell us where to find you so that our viewers can get more information?
Absolutely. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and right now I'm on Pinterest as well. And I am working with things. I'm selling on Etsy too. So Mama Beauty Co. And, you know, I don't know if we can get that tagged or anything when we post this, but just so that people can kind of page and everything. But right now I will say that, you know, as I started this, I'm really just like growing and putting my all into it. So I am coming out with an official website. It's going to be a lot more. And I'm so excited for this website. I have been working so hard. You know, I've just been getting a lot of new content, you know, which is like really great quality pictures and everything like that. And, you know, just a lot of people.
I'm going to say you need to hit Kira up for that website, girl, because my website wouldn't look nothing like it does if it was not for Kira. I've been trying to get you two to link up for the longest time. Y'all are the hardest to like wrangle together at the same time. I know. I'm in that group.
Powerful women for sure. There are some powerful women just right here, and there's powerful women everywhere. And I think that is why us just showing up, like women can be reminded of that. Men too, you're not left out, but you know, just women can really be reminded of that. And so yeah, you can you know, find me on those. And yeah, so I'll just be coming on that website soon. And I'm also launching a new product. It's a moisturizer. It's called the Supple Complexion Moisturizer, which I'm excited about. So, you know, details about that and everything you can find on my social medias.
Awesome. And it's Christmas time, people. Try something new, buy something new.
Support small businesses. That is so important, you know, supporting small businesses.
Yes. Like and share. You know, this is about Raimi, but I'm going to say people like and share. Okay?
Right.
That's all I got to say.
And
Carol,
go follow Raimi. Go follow Raimi. And if you're not following She Need a Break, make sure you're following us too. But make sure you're following Raimi so you can get all of her updates. Especially, I can't wait for that supple complexion moisturizer. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I can't wait for that. I'm gonna have to try it because I'm not super thrilled with my skincare routine. You know, there's always room for improvement. So I'll be hitting you up, Raimi, for some skincare advice for sure.
I was going to send you something for Christmas. I was like, I thought about that. You might get something in your stocking.
Well, maybe I'll hold off until after the holidays, just in case, just in case Santa comes for me.
I'm thoughtful like that, I put a red hat on me, call me Santra.
Santra, I love that.
We need like a going out thing. We need something to say when we end the show. We need something, like every good talk show has something they say. Real quick, anybody got any ideas?
That's y'all. This is y'all show.
You're on the input.
Thanks for breaking with us. Thanks for taking a break with us. Thanks for.
She need to log off. Signing out.
I need to go to bed. It's cut
You need
time.
to go to bed. All right, ladies, till next time. I'm gonna go wash my face.
Wishing you peace of mind and heart. She need a break.
That we did have something. Wishing you peace in mind, people. Peace and heart. What was it? Peace of mind and heart.
Peace of heart and mind, or
it's different when I'm writing it. Anyway. Love you.
All right. All right, I'm gonna end the recording. How do I do that? Okay.